All right, the next piece of news is about this 19-year-old girl who ran away to UAE for love. Okay, love. Okay. You have this report that came in Gulf News 29th September 2019. This lady's name is, as per this report, it's Ciyani Benny. Well, name is Christian. She's a 19-year-old Kerala girl, 19-year-old, from Delhi University, comes from a Christian family in Kozhikode in Kerala. Okay, so this girl, she came down to the UAE for love, and she said to marry an Indian man, and she embraced Islam out of her own free will, and now she is called Aisha. Okay, so she wants to add a little bit of Arabic flavor. Because she met this guy, she not only decided, I am so much in love with you, love, that I'll not only become your religion, I'll become whatever you want me to become. I will remove all those 19 years of my identity, everything that I was, and become love with you, love. Okay. And as per her statements in the paper, she said, I found my true calling in Abu Dhabi, and I'm doing it out of my free will. No one forced me. I'm an adult citizen of India and I can make my own decision. Okay. So she was a final year undergraduate of DU affiliated Jesus Mary College, Christian College. And she attended class till 11 a.m. in the morning on September 18th. However, the same afternoon, she decided to go a bazooka adventure. She took a 2:45 p.m. Go-A flight from India to Abu Dhabi, and where she has decided after she came down here that she met this Indian man and she is going to get married. Now, what seems to be the problem? What is the problem anyone has? Well, the problem is she didn't tell mummy and daddy before going to Abu Dhabi. She decided not to inform anyone that she is going to get married. She decided not to tell anyone that she's going to get converted. And she decided not to tell anyone before doing all this. And now she has decided, I'm going to change everything from my religion to my status to everything else on my own free will. Now, I don't have a problem. First and foremost, I need you to understand, I don't have a problem with this. I think anybody who can do anything they like, anything at any age, whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it. You want to get married, you want to change your gender, you want to whatever. Okay? Religion, gender, race, culture, whatever you want to do, as long as you're not harming anyone. And this girl, Ciyani Benny, Fanny, she's a kid, she can do whatever she likes. So, first things first, I don't have a problem. Nobody should have a problem. She's free to do whatever she wants. So then, what exactly is the issue? Why am I bringing this up? Okay. Now, this is where I will give my opinion. First things first. First, then later. Please leave her alone. Okay? It seems that her parents have made this court case against her. They put another article came. They made a court case against her. They are going to, they're going to make a court case on this guy, and they are going to make this life of this guy miserable. And they even threaten this guy that when he comes down back to Kerala, we are going to show you what we are going to do. Yeah, and so too much of drama. So the parents still want to exercise control over her, while she's saying, no, I'm a grown woman, 19-year-old, everything is grown, so leave me alone, fuck off. She didn't say that. So she's indirectly said, in a loving way, fuck off, nicely. She didn't say that. She just said, leave me alone. I love him, I love him. He loves me, can't breathe without me, can't live without me. Okay, fine. So the first things first, please leave her alone. Parents have made a court case. I don't know why. What they're going to achieve through this. They have threatened the guy. I don't know what they're going to achieve with this. In fact, it's just going to make them closer together. So, parents, they are butthurt. Their feelings are hurt. They still want control. This is our property. We took care of it so many years. Don't you dare take our investment. This is our ego, our respect, our tradition, culture, everything. Okay. Now, couple of things. First and foremost is, After a certain age, you can't stop someone from doing what they want to do. That's number one. You know it, I know it. After a certain age, you can't. You just can't. Second one is, when a person's especially an adult after the age of 18, legally, anywhere in the world, you can't force anyone. So that's number two. Number three is, she's a grown woman. Let her do what the fuck she wants. It's her life. You just can't help it. I mean, you can't force people. And today's day and age of social media and internet, you can't force anyone. There's just too much of information. There's too much of overload. People will choose their own paths eventually. Okay? So these are the points. However, okay? And I want to be clear before I give my view. Please, I do not harass this girl. If you know where she's staying or if you know her face, please do not harass her. Please do not send her hateful messages. Just don't do that. It's not right. Okay? There are some people who just want to have a private life. So I want to be very clear on this. Okay? All right. So she's free to do whatever she wants. Now, having said that, I will give my 2 cents worth. Now, personally, if you ask me, my opinion, someone who is 19 is too young to make a permanent decision on anything. Okay? Especially marriage. Okay? I'll give you proof of this. Now, think back when you were 19 years old. Think back if you are older than that. Or let's say, for example, let's look back on time. When you were 10 years old, did you know what you want in life when you were 10 years old? No. You liked cartoons or you liked chocolates or you liked something. Then from 10 to 15, did your preferences change? Yes, some of it changed. Not all, but some of it changed. Your viewpoint about life changed. Your perspective changed. You got more exposed to more things. So 10 to 15, it changed. Even physically, you changed. Now 10 to 15, you have changed. Another 5 years. 15 to 20, your likes changed. Your dislikes changed. Maybe you're not watching cartoons. Maybe you used to watch young programs. Maybe you used to like a particular girl. Now you like someone else. Maybe your food choices changed. Maybe your habits, your manners changed. Physically, you changed. So 10, 15, 20, you changed. 25, again, the same thing happened. 30, the same thing happened. 35, the people you used to hang around with, the friends, your job position, your relationships. 40. At every phase of your life, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We change physically. Physically, you change. Maybe you can just be a spring chicken when you're 20, but when you're 40, when you get up, body pains. Maybe when you're 20, you would have six-pack, and now when you're 40, you don't have that. Your friends, your relationships. In college, you couldn't go anywhere without your friends. At the age of 30, those friends are no longer there. At the 40, maybe they're never there. You're only with your family. So we all change with time. With time, our preferences, likes, dislikes change. We get exposed to more and more in the world. We get exposed to more options. We change. When I was 20, I had long hair. My only priority was gym, girls. I wanted to be a billionaire, millionaire by the time I was 25. At 30, it changed. Now today at 40, I'm a totally different person. I never had any tattoos. I never thought I would have tattoos. I never thought I would grow bald. I never thought I would go out of shape. I never thought I would have a bariatric surgery, which I had. I cut my stomach into 10% of its size. I never thought I would have a baby girl. I never thought I would stay in Thailand. I never thought I would move away from Dubai. I never thought I would have my 4th marriage. I never thought I would have more than 200 girlfriends, 200 affairs. I never thought. I never thought I'd break up with my family. I never thought so many things. I never thought I'd have millions invested in books and DVDs and CDs and educational programs. I never thought I would be doing this. Life changed. So we never know what's going to happen. Think about it. Whatever is your age, make it half. And ask yourself, where were you? So where were you when you were 20 years old? I'm pretty sure you never thought you would be where you are. So the first point that I'm trying to say is 20 or 19 is too young to be making such drastic decisions. That's number one. Okay, that's the first one. Second, She just met this guy 9 months on social media, not in real life, on the internet. And on the internet, we always put a holier than thou attitude. We put a nicer than we put a larger than life. We only show the good sides. Have you seen anybody on the internet with your real profile tell you, I like to masturbate, have sexual thoughts about my neighbor, I have this fetish, I did this evil thing, I beat up this person, I cheated this person? No, nobody puts bad stuff. They only put good stuff. All guys, they speak romantic, sweet thoughts. They're very understanding, very loving, very caring. Would anybody show their real ugly side? Do you think females show their real ugly side, that they can be a real bitch online? Does any female show this? Does any guy show that he's a pervert, that he has sexual thoughts about other women, that he can be dishonest? No, nobody puts bad stuff. They only put good stuff. So she met this guy online, and in 9 months decided, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with him. Do you think that's a smart move? Number 3. Okay. At the beginning of any relationship, in the beginning, there is too much love, too much romance, too much sex, and too much everything. It's amazing. Like, you can't live without that person. You cannot breathe without that person. You want to make love 24/7. Put the tongue there. He put his tongue there. You put in this hole. You put in that hole. You do this position. You do that position. Tomorrow we'll make sex. We'll have sex for 9 hours, 10 hours, non-stop. I want to fuck your brains out. You fuck my brains out. You come on my face. I come on your face. You drink my cum. I drink your cum. You put my head in your bum, and you put your head in my bum. I put my head in your bum, and it's non-stop. We'll make love. I'll put a cherry in your vagina. You put a carrot in my ass. It never ends. Fine. We do all this when we are passionate and crazy about sex. Okay? So you do it 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day. But at some point, you'll get sick and tired of it. Like, for example, let's say a delicious pizza. The first time you eat a pizza, you'll go, oh, wow, I love that pizza. Second pizza, the pleasure comes a little low. Third pizza, it goes even more low. Fourth pizza, you just say, enough, I'm full. Fifth pizza, you get disgusted. Sixth pizza, like nearly puke. You can eat a pizza day 1, day 2, day 3. But at some point, you'll be like, man, I'm tired of pizza. Now I want Kentucky Fried Chicken. Then after pizza, Kentucky Fried, you get fed up of that. Then you say, okay, now I want to try maybe nachos, maybe Mexican food. Then after some time, you get sick and tired. Okay, now I'll try American food. Okay, you get tired of that. So we always like variety. We like different stuff. That's why guys or girls change their iPhones, they change their cars, they change countries, jobs. People like variety. Now you'll say, Loy, this is not applicable in relationships. Yes, it's very applicable in relationships. We change our relationship with friends because people change with time. Preferences change. The friendships that you had in your school, do you have the same friendships in college? Do you have the same friendships in your business life? No, they change, they evolve. We meet better people. We meet people we naturally feel more in sync with. So the passion and the craze that is there, that high that is there, it goes down and down and down. Ask any couple who has been married for 20 years or 10 years. Today it's very hard to find anyone above 10 years or 20 years. But ask those couples, do you still have passionate sex, like 9 hours of non-stop sex after 20 years? No, it declines. In fact, after just a few months into the relationship, sex becomes like once every 2 days or once every 3 days. And after a certain point, sex becomes just once a week. At some point, sex just becomes like, it's just a need. You're hungry, you eat. That's it. So in the same way, the sex, the passion, everything dies down. And after it dies down comes a reality. The reality is, oh, I need to pay my bills. I need to take care of you. I need to plan for the future. I need to plan for the investments. So that is where it becomes different. So she has made this decision based on what? Based on just an internet profile, just on expectation. They don't know each other. In the initial bit, the passion will be crazy. You'll be, oh, wow. But after eating the same dish every day. Nom, 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 yeah. They'll get tired. Then the reality will set in. And keep this in mind. A guy and girl, when they're young, they look amazing. They have a great figure, great body and all. But however, after you give birth to a baby, especially women, especially Asian women, after they give birth to a baby, Indian women in particular, they put on a little bit of weight. And because there is no going out, playing games and all that, and physical activity, just sitting in their home or sitting at the office, become even fatter and even more fatter, and then fatter, stressed. Then you get tires. Ding, 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 ding. Then the boobs hang from being tight, toing, they'll hang till the knees. The guy also, from a 6-pack becomes 2 or 3-pack, then 2-pack, then 1-pack, then full pack. So, when the girl is no longer attractive, you think the guy is going to still look at the girl? I'll tell you my experience. I don't know about you. But all the relationships that I've had, that I've got to know women online or guys online, it's very different from the real stuff. It's very, very different. It's nothing like what we show. What we show is just an image, a facade. Or rather, we show what we want people to see with the filters and the sharpening of the hair and the perfect pose. The reality is something else. I know people who put such amazing quotes and amazing wisdom-filled nuggets online, but they are fucking assholes in real life. I even know a guy who speaks about respecting women and all that, and the bastard's a fucking pedophile. I'm not exaggerating. He's actual pedophile. Huh? He goes to these third world countries to hunt these children, and I just broke off the fucking relationship the minute I found that out. And he was pretty happy about it. There are people who are sick like this, but do you think they're going to share all this in real life? No. Nobody shares the matter. Okay? That's the next one. After that, here's another point I want you to think about. Men will always be distracted. Okay? Men, in general, are always distracted. That's why they'll always look, oh, wow. That's why men get aroused very fast. They get turned on very fast. They get distracted very fast. That's why a guy will always, oh, boobs and ass and this and that. Women, on the other hand, yeah, there are some women who like sizes, different sizes of sausages. But women in general are more creatures of feelings. They like emotions. Normal women. I'm not talking the feminist movement and all that. If you're that, please keep away. Okay. Normal women want a secure relationship with a man who offers security. However, today we have the internet age where social media is there, where you can hide behind the walls of anonymity and do a lot of stuff, from porn sites to whatever, sex chats to whatever. And then you have also avenues where you can secretly go and satisfy your fantasies. So, for a guy who is online, you think he's not going to get different distractions? And if that happens, what will this girl do? If tomorrow, see, if the parents are supporting the girl, if tomorrow there's a problem, she can go back to the family. But here, she has hurt the family. She has broken ties. She has destroyed their name, reputation, because Indian society, society image is very important. She has done all this. Tomorrow, if she has a problem with a guy, where will she go? Where will she go? And I can assure you this. They will have fights. They will have arguments. The guy will tell, fuck off. Where will she go? Where the fuck will she go? Okay? Here's another point I want you to think about. She is an undergraduate. She has not even fucking completed her MBA. She doesn't even have a fucking PhD. She doesn't even have a fucking master's degree. There's so many women who are married, who are master's degree holder, they don't get jobs. Now, this girl is not even fucking finished her master's degree. Where will she work? What will she fucking do? Is there any plan? Is there any common sense? Here's another point for you to think about. This lover boy, he works as a waiter in a cafe or something. He works as a waiter. Now, I don't mean to bash him for that. Okay? Fine. There's dignity of labor. Fine. But she is a girl who is from a well-to-do family. That's what I assume. I can be wrong. They have enough money, funds, and whatever. He is working as a waiter to make ends meet. That means this family, they're slightly better off, well off financially. He is struggling financially. Do you think he can take care of tomorrow if she gets pregnant? If she gets pregnant, she has to have the baby. You know, in Dubai, the expenses for having a baby, at least if she has a cesarean, 25,000 dirhams. Does he have the money to take care of her? Does he have that kind of money? And I can assure you, I am 100% sure he doesn't have those funds. Okay? Then, one last point. Let me give you a last one. Many people are like, Loy, what the fuck are you talking, man? You also had online relationships. You got married to a girl. I'm fucking 42. She's 19. I have enough and more money in my bank to sustain for the next 2 years if I don't work. They don't. I made enough fucking mistakes for a fucking lifetime. I've had 200. What am I saying? Fucking 400. 200 affairs I've had. How many have they had? I've had 3 failed marriages where I made the 4th one in a very strong way. They have made none. I have a lot of skills where I know how to sell myself, market myself. I'm the best in my industry. They are not. And last, if not the case, I have built a brand. I've survived the worst of the worst alone. Okay, alone. They are still youngsters. And for me, I don't have any pressure of society, marriage, relationship, and all that. And, when you meet someone who you just met online, and for this person, you're willing to change your name, your identity, your religion, everything into a foreign country, foreign land, the honeymoon phase will be a few months. But after that few initial high, you'll come back to reality and then you'll be like, do I actually enjoy this? Do I actually like this? There she had her friends, her family. Here she has only him. There she had the freedom to study and enjoy life. Here she has to work. There she was at home. Here she's in a foreign fucking land. There she had, she could do her masters and have a great life. It's finished. I personally look at it as she has made the biggest fucking mistake of her life. I'm not saying her parents are good. I'm not saying her parents gave her a great life. I'm not saying that she had paradise. I'm pretty sure there was some flaw in the upbringing. There was some massive communication gap where she was exposed to all these distractions and there was a massive communication gap. Otherwise, she would have trusted the parents enough to speak to them. Okay? Like they found this Arabic holy religious book and they thought she's being brainwashed because there was a communication gap. They should have paid attention to this. They did not. They focused on other things. So that's why she, seeking love, affection, whatever, ran away to this guy. I just feel she took a life-changing decision to the extreme. It's like, tattooing your face. And the problem is, one is she's not educated enough. She doesn't have a master's degree. That's the first problem. Second one, she doesn't have a career. Third one, she doesn't have any money. Fourth one is now she's totally dependent on this. Fifth one, she broke off with the family. Sixth one, she broke off with the society. And seventh one is she's ruined her name. She can't go back to the family. She can't go back to the city. She can't go back to that part. Now she's totally dependent on this guy. It's like they say, no, your balls are in his hand. Her life is in his hands. He can abuse her. He can shout at her. I'm not saying he will. If he gets pissed off and says, fuck you, bitch, he gets another girlfriend. What the fuck is she going to do? What can she do? And I'll tell you this, and if she has a baby tomorrow and she has a child, her life is finished. She is totally under him. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. She can't do anything. And here's one last thing. If he loses his job, if he gets into a financial crisis, She can never go back to the family. Now she has to accept him, and she has to go to his family, and if they are poor, she has to forever take shit. I look at it as she has done the biggest fucking mistake of her life. Biggest for emotions and feelings. If she had a stable career, if she had a degree, if she had money in the bank, and then she decided to meet the guy to get to know him while working, I would say that's a smart move. But you just gave up everything, just run into his arms and given everything to him, and now you're totally dependent on him. It's a big fucking mistake, and especially given the fact that she has not completed her education, she cannot work, she cannot earn, and now he is a waiter in a cafe, and now he has to look after him and look after her. It's a big fucking mistake. Big fucking mistake. That's what I say. She can put whatever she wants on the paper. Oh, it's not true. I love Islam. I proclaim the shahadat. Some prayer is there. Ashar Shuda. I il la hu. Okay, something. She said some prayers or whatever, and she is converted. Fine. I personally, what I believe is, whether you believe in a elephant god or a buffalo god or a cow god or a god hanging on a cross or sky god or a prophet or whatever religion you believe in, whatever religion, Amun-Ra, Zeus, Thor, Ganesh, Shiva, Allah, Jesus, Mary, spaghetti monster, whatever god you believe in, that's belief spiritual. Okay, what matters is your character. Okay, that's one. The second thing is, in today's world, this matters. Money to pay your bills, money to buy your day-to-day goods, money to take care of yourself, money to take care of the ones you love. That's what matters. So if you can get this, the money bit, character, everything will fall in place. And then you can do religion, you can do love, romance, whatever. But when this fundamental is not in place, that you cannot earn, what the fuck will you do? She doesn't know whether he drinks, whether he smokes, whether he's a womanizer, whether he has any fetishes, any drawbacks. In fact, here's a simple question. We don't know if this relationship will last. We don't know if it will work. Let's say he's a good guy, he's an amazing guy, he's a great guy, but he has an accident and he dies. Or let's say he loses his job, or let's say he goes to jail. What will she do? What will she do? Let's say tomorrow she needs help. She can never go back to her family. Never. Unless they decide to forgive and forget, and which I don't think is going to happen because a lot of feelings are hurt. So this is my opinion. I just feel she has taken a really fucking drastic decision on emotions and feelings with all this bullshit. Now she can justify by saying, I did it for love, I did it for God, I did it for whatever. End of the day, it's all fucking money that talks. And she has not got her house in order, her education, her capacity to earn. She is a 19-year-old kid. And she made this big fucking mistake. Big. So this is what I feel. This is what I feel that she has done. She has made a big mistake. I'm not against her emotions and feelings with this guy. I'm not against that she wanted to be with this guy. But the way she has done it, and the decisions that she's taken, especially in a place like Dubai where money matters, your career matters, your future matters, I say she has made the biggest disaster. So this is my view. Let me know what are your thoughts. And please, I request you, if you know their identity or you know their Facebook, don't give them hate. Wish them all the best, but do let me know your thoughts on this issue. Do you think she has done the right thing, or do you think it's a big fucking mistake? This is what I have to say. I'd love to know your thoughts. So, anyway, let's move on to the next